All right, we have finished Spider-Man Homecoming. Whew, this marathon is taking its toll. All right, let's move on and get this over with here. New York, how is Spider-Man?
It's fun, light. Um, Yet again, another Spider-Man trilogy. Obviously there was no trilogy from the other ones, but yet another Spider-Man movie. I didn't really like Toby. I didn't really mind Andrew Garfield. Loved Emma Stone. Tom so far has done a good job, so I'd give it a 3.8-ish, close to a 4. Pretty good job including some different people in it, Marvel-wise. So not a terrible movie. Good unique spin on it, on the story.
Okay, good. All right, Nikki, tell me how much you loved it.
I hate it. I don't mind him. Dan feels the same way. I think I like Tom Holland. If somebody has to be Spider-Man, if he has to exist, then it's fine that Tom Holland does it. I like him. And yeah, I like him within group settings where it's not kind of sitting on him. I think it's just because there's been so many Spider-Man movies, and they've just repeated the origin over and over kind of thing. I think to me, it's almost just been overdone for me. So by the time I got to this point, I was like, I can't do another Spider-Man. But for what it is, I think it's pretty good for what it is. But I'm not really jazzed about it.
So is it that Spider-Man, you don't like the character Spider-Man, or is it this movie, you sound like it's just general exhaustion with...
I'm kind of generally exhausted by Spider-Man, yeah. I liked him years ago when it first started.
Yeah.
But yeah, generally exhausted by him. Really didn't understand MJ. Her character was just annoying.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's hard when you do a teenager high school movie because you're already running the annoying risk with adolescents in general.
Yeah.
And it seems to really kind of run the gas out of the car.
Yeah. Yeah. So I could probably talk about it for a very long time. The fact is that it makes a lot of sense with the character and everything about this movie to fit it into a pre-existing Marvel universe. So I really appreciate that, but that being said, I have struggled with the movie at times for not enjoying it as much as I should. Part of it is a couple things that I think they try very hard to put a diverse cast in, and I appreciate the effort. It just sometimes feels too heavy-handed and purposeful. I don't like the MJ character because that to me was a big sort of lie. They started saying, everyone got upset when the actress was cast, saying that she better not play Mary Jane. They kept saying she's not playing Mary Jane, and it went on for about a full year, and then we get the reveal she's not playing Mary Jane, she's playing MJ. And like, she's playing the same character, that's what we were saying. And I don't know. You can change a bunch of stuff. I'm okay with some things being changed, but this is an iconic character. That character is a model. She was never a Brainiac. She was not part of this group. I guess it'd be hard to explain because these kids are all a part of a separate school. I think they're a part of a STEM program or something, so what would a model be there for? So it's a tough situation, but I wish they had handled it a little bit more honestly, and it really bothers me. But that aside, I do like the youthfulness of the movie, the fun of it. I'm enjoying it more each time I see it, even though every time I don't want to see it again. But when I do watch it, I tend to like it. The character is a little bit problematic also in the sense that in the Civil War scene, he didn't say he had a spider sense, but he acted like he did at one point. But we're seeing from the previews in Infinity War that he gets the spider sense. He's still learning. And in this movie, he has a bunch of powers in the suit that come on activated. But they don't really ever get to explore it and tell you what that's about. And so there's some things that need to be worked out. And hopefully But the funny part is at the end of the movie, they have that tag scene with Captain America that says "Patience," and they're talking to us. So we do have to wait. And like I said on a previous review, the more we watch these, the more movies they add to this universe, the better all of them do together. So I'm hopeful for where we're going with this. So, okay, so we're all gonna watch Thor at the same time this time. We got one more review, and we will call this marathon in the books. We are all looking forward to it.
Yeah.
So we'll talk to you in a couple hours.
Good.
See ya.
All right, see you.
Bye.